Lovie Smith is out as head coach of the Houston Texans after just one season at the helm. This will be the third straight year that the Texans will come into the offseason looking for a new head coach. Second straight year that they've bagged their sitting coach after just one season. Now, I'm not going to come on here and say Lovie Smith did a great job as coach of the Texans. I'm not going to come on here and say that he was a great hire by the Texans. In fact, I'll be brutally honest with you. I don't think that job was ever meant to go to Smith to begin with. I think it was meant to go to Brian Flores. And if they couldn't get Flores, they were going to go with Josh McCown. But when Flores turned around and sued the National Football League and mentioned the Texans as part of that, you couldn't exactly hire him. You can't hire a guy who is suing the team as we speak. Okay? And after that, when racism was mentioned by Flores as part of, the Texans part of the lawsuit, they couldn't exactly go out and get a unproven first-time head coach in Josh McCown, so they went with Lovie Smith, the proven commodity who knew the team, who was African-American. It was the ultimate slap in the face, I think, to Smith, to the Texans fans, and to anyone else out there with a shred of common sense. He deserved far better than this. He really sincerely did. And I think David Culley deserved far better than what he got last year. But this is the nature of this organization. Organizational cluster fuckery, a dumpster fire. You can throw all the phrases out there you want. That is the Houston Texans under Nick Caserio and Cal McNair as we speak. Bob McNair would be sick if he saw what this franchise has become. But it's on to the next one for Houston. And I'm going to tell you, I've seen the names Jim Harbaugh and Sean Payton thrown out there. That would mean McNair would have to get rid of Caserio, which they should. They should. I mean, this is 2 straight whiffed head coaching hires in a row. But they won't. McNair seems to have an affinity for Caserio, so Caserio is going to get a third chance to hire a head coach. And here's my question. If you're a up-and-coming star-on-the-rise coach, are you touching this job with him in charge? I'm not. Not when they fired 2 coaches in back-to-back years. Not when, they were on plan 15 with both. David Culley was never supposed to get the job, but nobody wanted it, right? He took it. He did as good of a job as you possibly could do under the circumstances. He gets fired. Lovie Smith takes it, because, he was clearly thrown in there for all the wrong reasons. He gets fired after 1 year. Who's touching this? I'm telling you right now, Jim Harbaugh sure as hell isn't. Jim Harbaugh will stay at Michigan first. And with all the other jobs out there, let's be honest, there's plenty of options available. Indianapolis, Denver, possibly Los Angeles. There's a lot to be had. So these coaches that have profile are probably not touching the Texans' job, even though there is some appealing assets to it. They've got cap space galore. They've got 2 picks in the top 12, thanks to the Deshaun Watson deal. They've got assets at their disposal, but it's a shit fest at the top. And that's why these coaches are going to avoid it. The Black Monday begins today. This will be one of many coaching firings and changes we see. I'm paying attention in LA, guys, because there's some legitimate talks that Sean McVay could step down and go to the TV booth. I know a lot of people said he's going to step down, he's going to go to this team, he's going to go to that team. No, Sean McVay leaves, he's going to get that Amazon money. He's done with coaching for now, and he's going to get the bag to be a commentator, which, can you blame him? It's a lot less wear and tear, a lot less grind. But we'll pay attention to that and all the other Black Monday coaching moves that could come down the pike here today. And as they happen, I will update this channel with my thoughts on the firings. Anyway, until next time, I'm JP. We'll talk soon.